What's up, gamers and geeks? Matt here with That's Fair Podcasting and Gaming Geeks Live. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about what was originally released back in 2002 on the original Xbox, Hunter the Reckoning. Now this was at that time a hack and slash released way back in the day. Now Teyon Studios is rebooting this game, and they're bringing that one-time hack and slash into more of a narrative RPG based feel, as this game is set to launch, called Hunter the Reckoning Deathwish, set to launch in the summer of 2027. Stay tuned. Hunter the Reckoning Deathwish will have you use a lot of intense combat as you encounter a lot of different types of creatures. It's going to have a deep RPG narrative-driven story, and it's going to make you call upon a lot of the skills that you will pick up along the way. But if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe to That's Fair Podcasting or Gaming Geeks Live. Please like my video, help me in that algorithm like you've been doing. Thank you so much. And if you don't do any of those and you just watch this video on a badass looking game coming out in Hunter the Reckoning Deathwish, thank you for joining me. I sincerely appreciate it. Now this upcoming Reckoning, it will take place in New York. And as you know, your typical humans are oblivious to the creatures that basically go bump in the night. Basically what you're going to be forced to hunt in this game. Now you will be part of the cell, and you guys are individually weak, but together you form this like cell basically and combat the darkness that most humans don't even know about. In fact, the cell and very few humans outside the cell even know of the existence of these night creatures. Now within the game, as the protagonist, it has been years have passed since a terrible traumatic childhood experience has basically haunted you up to this point. And you try to move to New York to get that fresh start, basically to escape your past and try to start all over again. But it happens to be that someone from your past, your childhood that shared that event with you, pops back into your life and sets you on that chain of events to slowly bring you back into what happened to you as a child and ultimately become the hunter. Now to start the game, there will be a character customization that will allow you to build, I believe, her or him. And it's going to, fairly deep character customization. And you'll also have a safe house that's known as this old bar, like this old bar or tavern in New York City. Now, as the game progresses and you make specific decisions, you're able to make your safe house or your bar, your safe haven, you'll be able to upgrade it slowly throughout the course of the game. And you'll also have NPCs that can also join you in your safe house, and you guys will eventually make that your base of operations as you level it up, and you also bring on more of these NPCs that will help you in the long run in fighting these dark creatures. Now upon collecting these NPCs, you will go about different ways. You can have a stealth, more like stealth character, or you can be more of a knight in shining armor, so to speak, and just take it straight on, just go right in there and just start kicking ass, and with no stealth. And you will be hunting creatures such as ghosts, vampires, and werewolves. So there's a lot to really look forward to there as you're recruiting other hunters to your cause and you become the ultimate monster hunter. And again, straightforward attacks, or there will be a lot of stealth mechanics in this game depending on how you choose, or you can probably ultimately do a combination of both. There will be melee and ranged weapon with a lot of strategy-based attacks geared around either ranged or melee weapons. Now there is a hand-to-hand, I guess, in that, but it's very weak against these kind of creatures of the undead and the lycanthropes and, and whatever else ultimately the World of Darkness has you facing. As you know, the World of Darkness is a tabletop game much in the way of Dungeons and Dragons, but it deals in the more supernatural dark type thing. Basically, if Supernatural had a baby with like the originals, you're kind of looking at that with a tinge of the underworld. So this game looks really good. It looks to be a pretty deep storytelling game, and the graphics I thought looked good in the gameplay footage. So guys, we're in for a hell of a game here. It'll be basically, I don't know how open world this game is, but it will take place in New York City. You'll have, you know, the streets are a little darker, a little more urban. Again, people are unaware of what's out there, except for obviously members of the cell and very few humans outside it. And you'll also uncover a lot of secrets that can be found in a lot of abandoned locations within the city of the setting in New York. So, you know, there's a lot of, I don't know how open world it is, but it does deal with the dark urban streets of New York, and abandoned places could hold a lot of secrets that you uncover. So there's a lot to really look out for there. Your choices will determine the actual narrative surrounding the story of this game as well. Again, you'll shape the story. Your choices will also influence relations, be it with law enforcement and, you know, relationships within the cell. So expect a lot of your reactions based upon the decisions you make. So if you make darker decisions, law enforcement might not look at you the same as perhaps people within the cell. But again, there's a lot of overall progression given the nature of the decisions that you make. So decisions are life and death in this game as well, so expect that. Now, during specific hunts that you're hunting these creatures, you'll be expected to hack your way in, infiltrate, steal, and again, stealth. There's so many different things that's going to have you do just in a specific mission. And each clue that you pick up towards the person you're hunting, well, no, I shouldn't say person, each clue you pick up towards the creature that you're hunting will also offer a larger advantage when facing down that creature in the eventual outcome. So collect as many clues as you can leading up to these hunts, because each clue gives you a larger advantage when having a final face-off against the creature that you're actually out there hunting. This game stresses a lot of situational awareness within each hunt. So it stresses choose each of these decisions that you're making very carefully, because many of them deal with life and death. So there is a lot riding on decisions that you make in the story of Hunter the Reckoning. So, you know, again, be mindful of everything that you do, every choice that you make. Again, situational awareness is stressed in this game. Now, you'll meet these NPCs along the way that you can recruit to this cell if they're not already in this cell. And a lot of times there'll be like relations with them. Like you'll take someone out for coffee, literally. Like this is one of the things I read. You'll be discussing and gaining trust with an NPC over coffee. And you can give them your trust. And in this, what I was reading, you can also give them your heart. So there seems to be a relationship system in this as well, that you can get close to a lot of these NPCs. So build trust with everyone that you bring into this cell. And again, you can give them a lot of your trust. Again, it says literally you can give them your heart as well. So expect a relationship dynamic in this as well. But again, these people can die during these missions, and the more trust you gain with them, the more it can impact you. So gain more trust, and then as you keep gaining these layers of trust with each of these NPCs, they can only help you that much in hunts. So when you start gaining maximum amounts of trust with a specific NPC and you bring them along, it can give you the maximum advantage when using them in a fight. So gain that trust. You know, again, it has you taking them out for coffee, I don't know, maybe dinner, whatever. It's a very open world game in that regard. It's a story-driven narrative RPG that will allow you to get to know each of these people. So again, I will stress it one more time. Gain the trust of these people, because the more trust you gain, the more they help you on these hunts. Again, this is the World of Darkness. It is based on a tabletop RPG. It's one I have not played. I've created my own. Obviously, it's not published yet, but me and my cousin Sebastian created our own similar to this that we call Legends of Myth. And yeah, so this is one tabletop game I haven't played. I mean, obviously, I've played Dungeons & Dragons. I have an entire bookshelf of books. I played Villains and Vigilantes. I played a lot of different games that are involved in tabletop. World of Darkness isn't one. I've got books on it that I've read, but I know that there's a lot of surrounding video games within the World of Darkness. Now, things I would like to see, I kind of hope for a deep customization. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind seeing a deep character customization. I wanna see meaningful NPC storylines as well by gaining trust. I love loyalty missions. Like if you played the Mass Effects, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about with loyalty missions. So hopefully they give us side quests that allow us to gain the trust of these NPCs. You'll get very close to some of these people, and You know, build your team up in this cell. That's a big one. I want to see a lot of in the way of creatures that you fight. Obviously, the main three will be ghosts, vampires, and werewolves, but kind of excited. You know, I'm a big fan of the Supernatural series, and so I'd like to see what all they allow you to hunt in this. So that's kind of one thing I hope to see. Now, we can expect a release date for this game in the summer of 2027, and yes, it's coming to all platforms. It's coming to PC, Steam, and it's coming to Xbox Series S and X and the PS5. So, you know, tell me in the comments section if this is something you're looking forward to. I think this game looks amazing. I just recently stumbled upon this game just a couple of days ago. I remember the original on Xbox, again, a hack and slash game, but this is being rebooted into a much bigger RPG narrative story-driven game. Will be in first person. But guys, tell me what you think in the comments section. Let me know if this is right up your alley. It's definitely going to be something I'll be watching a lot closer as it gets closer. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please, again, feel free to subscribe to That's Fair Podcasting or Gaming Geeks Live. Again, like my video, help me in that algorithm like you've been doing. And if you don't do any of those and you just sat here and watched this video, thank you so much. And to all you gamers and hunters out there, all love, and I'm outro.